You're at a party, or a dinner, or just a conversation with someone you're supposed to care about, and you're smiling. You've been smiling for 20 minutes. You said the right things. You laughed at the right moments. You even made someone else laugh. And the whole time, there was absolutely nothing going on inside you. Not sadness, not happiness, just nothing. Like someone turned the volume all the way down and forgot to tell you. Here's the thing nobody tells you about emptiness. It doesn't look the way you'd expect. You always imagine it as staying in bed, not showering, crying into a pillow, the classic image. But a lot of the time, emptiness looks completely fine from the outside. You still show up. You still answer texts within a reasonable amount of time. You still say, "I'm good, how are you?"
Oh, hey there, good to see you.
And mean it just enough that nobody asks
Yeah,
twice.
good to see you too.
You become a really good actor. Not because you're trying to deceive anyone, but because performing okay guilt is somehow easier than explaining that you don't actually know what you feel right now. So you smile. Not a fake smile exactly. More like a practiced one. The kind that reaches your eyes because you've learned how to make it reach your eyes, and people believe it, and honestly, part of you is relieved that they do. The strangest part is that you're not even sad. Sadness would almost be easier. Sadness has a shape, a reason, a direction. This is different. This is waking up and going through your entire day like you're watching yourself from slightly outside your own body. You eat, but you don't really taste it. You watch something funny and you understand that it's funny, but the laugh feels like it's coming from a script. You talk to your best friend and you're present, you're nodding, you care about them, but it's like the signal is coming through just slightly muffled, like being underwater and everyone else is on the surface, and sound travels between you, but something always gets lost. And then comes the guilt. Because nothing is even wrong. Your life is fine. Some people have it so much harder. You have food and shelter and people who love you, and you're lying here feeling absolutely hollow for no identifiable reason. So you don't say anything, because how do you explain that to someone? Hey, I'm not sad, I'm not anxious, I haven't experienced any trauma recently, I just feel like someone quietly removed whatever it is that makes things feel real. You can't say that. So you type, "Yeah, totally," and stare at the ceiling and wonder if this is just what being an adult feels like. Maybe everyone feels this way. Maybe this is just the background noise of being alive, and everyone else just got better at ignoring it. Maybe you're being dramatic. Maybe you need to exercise more. Drink more water, touch grass, meditate for 5 minutes. And you probably try all of those things, and some of them help a little. And then the next day, you're back at the table smiling at someone with nothing happening behind your eyes. The loneliest version of this is being around people who love you and still feeling alone. Not because they're doing anything wrong. Not because the relationship is broken. Just because the emptiness has this way of putting a thin layer of glass between you and everything else. You can see warmth. You can reach toward it. But something isn't quite connecting. And you smile. Because what else are you going to do? You're not going to ruin the dinner. But here's what I want you to know. If you recognize this feeling, and I mean really recognize it, the way you recognize a song from somewhere you can't quite place, you are not broken. You are not failing at being a person. What you're describing has a name. Some people call it emotional numbness. Some call it dissociation. Some people just call it burnout that went on long enough to start affecting how things taste. And it's more common than anyone talks about because the people experiencing it are all too busy smiling to bring it up. The performance is so convincing that we've all convinced each other that nobody else feels this way. But they do. A lot of them do. I don't have a perfect answer for you. I'm not going to tell you that you just need to journal more or call a friend or go for a run at 6 a.m. Maybe some of that helps. Maybe it doesn't. But I do think there's something important in just being able to name it. To say, I have been smiling from the outside while being very quiet on the inside, and I don't fully know why. And that's real. That's worth taking seriously. You don't have to earn the right to feel like something is off. You don't have to wait until it gets worse. You don't have to perform okay to the point where you forget what not performing feels like. So if you're watching this, while technically being fine, but not really being fine, hey, I see you. The smile was convincing. You did a great job. But you don't have to hold it right now. Not here.